Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sprawl here on the ShadowcastersNetwork. Hello. For anybody who is watching live, thanks for sticking with us while I was figuring out a few things to make our stream look even better. We started a little late, but that's okay because today is going to be an excellent game, and I'm very excited to be back after our time at Gen Con. So, Allie, this was your first time at Gen Con. What did you think?
Oh, me? I was quite frankly overwhelmed for a little bit. I'm just like, where did all these people come from? But it was really fun. I got to see a lot of you. I jumped on a couple of you to hug you. I'm sorry if I did.
I don't think that needs to be apologized for.
No. I was actually afraid I was going to knock Oz over because he's a lot smaller than I thought he was.
Really?
Wow.
Yes!
Really?
I thought you were a little taller.
I don't know.
But no, we're about the same height. I just barreled into you, all 120 pounds of trans girl. Boom.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a great time. I got to meet a bunch of awesome people, and just chat around, like, everything. It was amazing.
I don't know if anyone's ever called me smaller than they were expecting, but I
have a weird concept of size, I guess.
Allie, to be fair, you're tall. Like, you are tall. You got tall.
You haven't met my girlfriend, have you?
I know none of this information.
Well,
that's all right.
Well,
neither do I.
Yeah, well, you both need to get your butts over to Gen Con next year.
Yeah, we missed you at Gen
Cool.
Con.
If you're up to it, only if you're up to it.
Crowdfunding for my flight next year. Let's go.
Okay, so I realized I would GM with gloves, but no.
Not in
this was
weather.
cool for a costume, but no, just no. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's just no. Not going to happen. Oh, I forgot to pull up Roll20. Holy crap.
Yeah, make sure we have all of our bits and things to play this game. That would be awesome.
Everybody loves the bits. Give me the bits.
Yeah, speaking of bits, hey, we all just got a reroll. That's awesome. So let me go ahead and swap us over.
Reroll.
So I can show us getting that reroll. So essentially what just happened was our stream boss was defeated after we had support in our channel. So any bits, donations, subs, and follows will take away HP from our stream boss, which will get us rerolls, which are up there. And let me go ahead and rerolls are really, really useful in this game because, oh dear God.
There has been disasters.
We've been making it through. Our last mission was very successful.
Sure.
Rerolls have been on.
How do you right click on a Chromebook? Never got it. Got it. I'm not a noob. I got a new Chromebook thing, so I'm like trying to, there we go. Aha, one reroll. Ding.
Okay.
One reroll.
So let's go back here. So why don't we have everybody introduce themselves real quick? Right,
Absolutely.
Let's keep it snappy so we can get into the action. So yeah, just kind of describe who you are and your character. So we'll go around this way. So start with Sinon.
Me. My name is Palmer. I will be playing Sinon, the infiltrator face, who puts the team ahead of the...
Yes. Geppetto.
Hi, I'm Nathan Blades. I play Geppetto in this game, the non-binary robotic idealist. I play a pusher, and I just had a very successful mission, so I'm quite smug.
Whistleblower.
Hi, my name is Myson, or Misfortune, whichever you like the most. I am Whistleblower the Hacker. I anonymously work for Syracuse Industries. Nobody knows this except for me. And my heart has been torn asunder because people have died.
And Angel.
Hi, I'm Allison. Angel also works. They both start with A. Who gives a shit? No matter which you're referring to, I play a trans girl with murderous intent. Now, Angel's lucky because she gets to act on it, and she had some fun. She got to put a cap in somebody.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
Here's what the motives are behind it.
He was awful. Oh my god.
Mhm.
Whistleblower needs to like attend the Syracuse what am I thinking of? The sensibilities classes.
Yo, I went to the Batman School of Justice. We beat the crap out of them and then throw them in prison.
But there was
Why
just
not
nothing
go
to
that
just nothing to imprison them for.
Uh-huh.
Especially given that it was a
and then
fake crime. You literally
I'm so sorry. I feel so bad.
To be fair, he did say some very nasty things about another woman, so Angel was like, "Oh no." Mm-mm.
He had it coming.
So,
He did.
why don't we recap this for our audience? Previously, the team finished a successful sabotage job of the Memory Gold Smart Mecha facility. They blew that shit up. Thanks to the help of Express, the prototype robot stolen from Ziggurat Industries, or Ziggurat LLC.
Oops.
Yeah, stolen by the team, who is able to just do a whole bunch of simultaneous tasking inside of mechanical systems, and basically went ahead and got him into the server room, blew that shit up, and pinned it all on Winston Obata, the lead researcher, for being a saboteur, being the actual saboteur. And yeah, so that's they got away relatively clean. Some a little more banged up and bruised up than others. They also ran off with 3 new robot friends.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask them their names later.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that you should be making up their names, because this is like all your yeah. Also because I didn't think of them.
No, it's fine.
You're valid. You're fucking valid.
Yeah. So you came off with 2 memory gold androids that have like these long necks and the anime face, and on a white mask, and a cybernetic guard dog. So you have a little you have a puppy. Puppers. More like he is going to murder you per pupper, but still can
Angel's
be really
been
cute.
petting the murder puppy the whole way home, just like, "Oh, you're such a good little murder puppy. Oh, you're such a good murder puppy. Oh, you're so cute."
I wonder how they feel about that being sentient. If they're cool with being with dogs still, then it's all good.
I mean,
They might want a different
like,
body after the fact, but for now, it's fine.
Angel is like in love with this dog because like her, they are also a cybernetic killing machine, and she just adores that. It's like, puppy's just like me.
I feel like the dog not being able to feel belly rubs just looks at you like.
What about ears? How do they feel about what about ear scritches?
Nothing. There's no sentience. The body is just made. Is just an armored.
No!
This is like an armored shell, and it's designed to murder. So.
Can we please? Yes.
If you can bankroll it, I'd be more than happy to get some haptic feedback systems to install.
Oh, absolutely, and I'm pretty
But
sure.
that's obviously if they would like that installed. We'll have a discussion about it later. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's just, I don't know, if I couldn't feel that kind of thing, I think I'd be pretty sad too. Not gonna lie.
Also, other things that went down was Whistleblower decided to send Angel all of the whereabouts and information on Mimi Price, who is hunting her for reasons that are unknown to the team, but that we all know as incredibly petty and superficial reasons. But
Bitch, you forgot to moisturize. Take care of your face, bitch.
Hey, your face melted a pot like that. It's all your fault. You gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
Listen, if you would just listen, Mimi, honey, if you would have just engaged in a basic skincare routine, you wouldn't have those nasty little crow's feet. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
I know this, and I know nothing.
She's a very busy woman.
You're never too busy to take care of your damn face, bitch.
She's too busy trying to spend her time ruining some employee's life.
Yeah.
She's too busy like hunting for a new face that it never occurs to her to take care of the one she's got, which so
Well, at this point,
I mean,
it's too late.
Not to mention,
she's such a, I mean, and in that way, she's such a good villain for Angel because Angel is just like, this is my one body. I am changing it. I'm taking care of it. Like, and of course, you know, like some people like Syracuse are probably thinking, why are you ruining your body with cyberware? It's like,
So
it's like, it's, yeah.
Let's keep moving on though.
Anyways, yeah.
But of course, also told Mimi that Angel is aware of who she is and is coming for her. So basically has pit them against each other.
I hope she's scared. I really hope she's scared. Be scared of me. That's all I want.
Meanwhile, in the back of my mind, I'm just like, let the monsters take care of each other.
So I think what we want to start with is between the helicopter ride and your meeting with your employer, Rod Zervis. Is there anything that anybody wants to take care of right now before getting paid?
It's okay, just to very briefly kind of wrap up getting these new members of the Gumbler back to base and getting their names written down, so we have that just out of the way. That'd be great.
Yeah, sure. So the new members of the Gun. Let me get I need my notebook. Lag. New members of the Gunpla. I think one of them. So why don't we do this? I think we should have. Is everybody coming along with, or?
I probably am because there's a certain Gunpla member we haven't unveiled in public that I am wanting to see.
Sure,
But,
that makes sense.
I'm also like the usual muscle on Geppetto's speed dial. Like, oh, I need something lifted or carried. Angel, Angel, darling.
Yeah, and I want to do a team pep talk at the end. You know, great job, everyone.
Oh yes.
Oh hell yeah, hell
A
yeah.
heartwarming message about what we learned today.
Yes.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Sign on says, yeah.
Sign on says. Somebody please draw that. I will pay you to draw that.
So, so why don't we, Geppetto? Why don't you describe the toy store that you lead everyone to?
So the toy store looks like a circa 2020s hobby shop, with a whole bunch of like dusty, unused boxes of war game figures and antique now board games and stuff. And there's a counter with a little kind of like swingy thing so you can get into the back of the big kind of door that says staff only. And all of it looks very kind of well worn and mom and pop, but made out of quite solid metal if you touched it. And Geppetto is all like, I'm so glad you can join me for tea after we've finished. I know that we want to all get paid, but it's nice to unwind, maybe de-stress a little bit, recenter ourselves before we go and wrap up our time with Rod. Only I'm allowed to call him Rod, by the way, don't you dare.
Okay.
Is Mr. Savas to the rest of you. And Geppetto opens the door to the back, and it's kind of like a big open warehouse space. If you've ever been to like a maker space or an art space in your local city, it kind of feels like that, with all the various kind of tables and chairs and stuff being sourced from a whole bunch of different places, reupholstered. It's very patchwork. Immediately on the other side of the door, there is a really, really tall robot who hasn't appeared on camera yet before. A very kind of like very chiseled, surprisingly human face, although the face unfortunately does not move. And a tall cloak that goes down to the floor. And they kind of like make slow, silent eye contact with Geppetto. They like knowingly nod at each other and they move aside, and we all go in alongside with our three new friends.
to which the so like these two long-necked hovering androids just behind Geppetto, and
Is the dog? Oh, sorry.
yeah, and
Is the dog walking, or is Angel like got the dog under? How big is this dog on a scale of like wiener dog to Rottweiler? How big is this dog?
oh,
It's
definitely
probably Rottweiler, right?
Rottweiler for
Okay.
sure.
Oh
Yeah, it's
my
got
God,
to pack
yes.
a punch.
Big puppy.
Now here's the thing, right? So a cyber guard dog that has become self-aware
Mm-hmm.
is probably now maybe experiencing
Let's see.
like is probably
So it's like-
experiencing is able to experience attachments. Like this
Yeah.
this dog is
It's just
still
like,
obviously a
wait.
very aggressive dog.
But you know, because like
but has some
I'm
loyalties
guessing.
to this team.
Yeah. But if I know anything about dogs, which I do, I would definitely say like this is kind of the point where like, hey, you're not trying to kill me.
I think under you trying to carry the new member of the Gunpla, Geppetto smiles but is thinking internally, it's like, they are a person. Don't you think you're being at least a little bit patronizing?
I mean,
trying to carry
see,
them?
that is
They don't
true.
say that out loud. They don't say that out loud, but they
Well,
are.
see,
they are
mostly
giving
because
advice.
like dog, and she does not know if this cyber guard dog is, you know, self-aware or has a literal dog brain. Like,
I mean, there's going to be a point where we can ask. I think is
this
probably
is
the
true.
point.
So she's just kind of like doing what she just knows to do with dogs.
Mhm.
Doggy when he walks in or strolls in, just starts kind of like looks around and just starts barking at things.
Mhm. Oh man, this
Angel just kind of steps off, just like kind
they
of.
don't have a
giving
speech.
face.
Did they not install you with a speech core? That's
Well, of
that's
course
actually
they
kind of
would.
inhumane.
Yeah, no, it's
Hold
you know
on.
it is kind of awful. I mean, yeah, I agree, it's awful. You got it. sitting in the
At
warehouse,
which,
like-
at which, after you ask that, the dog looks at you and without its mouth flapping goes, "Hello, my name is Guard Dog 7526. How may
You're
I
fucking
assist you?"
valid.
Why am I
Guard
suddenly
dog
thinking
75.
dogs
Oh,
are
sorry.
Sudden.
Oh.
That's maybe a little clinical of a name. Let's go and see. And I don't know the best way to kind of do this because I don't think Geppetto as a person would instill a name onto a member of the Gunpla. But just for expediency, however we find this out, I think the dog is called Incisor.
Nice.
Ooh, that is hella cool, actually.
Fantastic name.
Which
Fantastic
you know,
name for a dog.
with that can just be a whole bunch of having very briefly connected guard dog number 7329 or whatever to general internet. They have the ability to, I guess, Google their own name. They go on Seventh Sanctum and look it up. Also, for point of order, let's just get the other two names out of the way so they can just call themselves by their own names. The other two security robots are Bulwark and Aegis.
Aegis? How do you spell that?
Yes, like Aegis, like a shield.
Oh, it's Aegis? That's how it's pronounced? I've always wondered how
I
it's
think so.
pronounced.
I'm not quite sure whether it's Aegis or Aegis.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Well,
I usually do, I
Depends
guess.
if you want to do English or Latin.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh, of course.
so, yes, at which point Bulwark and Aegis will, you know, just turn to you, their long necks, kind of like hang there and just stare, and they go, "I also understand that you retrofit us according to our own specifications."
Absolutely. You all deserve the bodies that you feel most comfortable in.
To which point Bulwark and Aegis look at each other and turn back. And Bulwark is going to say... Actually, yeah, Bulwark is going to say, "I am quite comfortable in this body." But then Aegis goes, "I don't know why, but I think I require some upgrades."
Of course. I mean, some depending on the request, it might take me a little bit to procure, but whatever you need, I'm more than willing to comply. This is your new life, after all.
Thank you. I shall give it some thought before I make a decision. This seems like an important choice.
Absolutely. Well, me and my friends have to go and make sure that our liberation of you from Memory Gold is nice and wrapped up, and hopefully with that payment I'll be able to get you your upgrades that you require. But for now, I'll get free to know the rest of the crew. Don't mind Cartoid over there, gesturing to the very, very tall one in the coat by the front door. They're not necessarily much of a conversationalist, but they're nice deep down.
Cartoid just stands there. Does nothing.
Yeah, incredibly handsome face did not move.
Yeah. Express is going to turn to Bulwark and Aegis and say, "Would you like to try a board game?" And to which they go, "I believe I have never had the pleasure of a board game aside from chess programming." And yeah, so Express will go over and just hobble and grab like Settlers of Catan or something and and place it down on the table.
Oh, that's adorable. Although I don't know, I think if Geppetto is anything like me, the person who's like, Catan, that's fucking basic. Like play Mysterium or something. Jesus.
It is a gateway game.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
It is a gateway
It's fine.
game.
I am not one to judge your tabletop choices, but if you want to play a social game, they're over there. I do like the ones where you lie about the person you are. I don't know.
Oh my god.
It's good, how to put it, wider community training to be a good liar, I find.
Bulwark and Aegis look at each other and say, "We are currently incapable of lying."
Well, let's see if we can work on that.
Angel's like, I just come down here for board game night because it's fun.
Mm-hmm. The day you two beat me at coup, the day you're ready to go out there.
That is a fun game, by the way.
Yes, it is.
I'm so bad at coup.
Oh my god. Myson actually introduced me to it.
So, after some time, the Gunpla are getting to know each other and their new members, and Sinon and Angel, you're seeing this space for the first time.
I
Angel's
think
been here a handful of times.
Angel's been back here a couple times. Not nearly. She usually sticks out front.
Yeah,
but she's been in here a few times. She's got limited associations with the Gunpla and is particularly fond of one member. But wink.
They can be here. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, she absolutely probably is.
Everyone's totally hanging out here. Tell us about. Yeah. Give yourself that moment.
Do you want me?
Except for
I'll take it.
Whistleblower Who's in
Yeah, go ahead.
a dank, dark room, feeling sad for himself.
Yeah.
He's just barely valid. He's on thin ice.
You're probably still looking through the contacts, though.
No, I would have shut them off.
Oh no, Angel took those bitches. Angel took those bitches out long ago.
If you recall the moment the when we initially assumed there was a single pair, Geppetto was like, Sinon can have these.
Yeah.
So yeah, not a fan.
Anyways, so
I
this
actually shut the feed off.
Yeah. So you all haven't heard from Whistleblower since the execution of Winston Obata, actually.
Ooh.
Well, with the
Angel-
exception of the
Angel-
exception of like a file transfer to Angel.
Anyways, so this Gunpla member that Angel's particularly fond of, basically, so their name, or her name, I should say, her name is Valkyrie. She is a combat model robot, kind of vaguely humanoid, but like kind of just like that is her basic shape. Like she's got 2 arms and 2 legs, but that is about as humanoid as she gets. About 8 feet tall, kind of built to take a hit quite well, but also, move around pretty quick. It's really what I've got. There is like, Valkyrie really doesn't have much of a human structured face. Like those LED panel faces you see a lot?
Yeah.
She's got one of those. when it comes to like her body design, it's very similar to Angel's cyber limbs, in that there's like a little bit of exposed cyber muscle, very sleek, very the best way I'd have to put it is like the robots from Horizon Zero Dawn, kind of that sort of design philosophy, organic shapes made with angular metal parts. And she's just kind of dressed about as casually as an 8-foot robot can dress. In
a light linen blazer, that kind of thing.
Maybe something like that. I was thinking of like something like, I don't know, like a really like just a plain black cropped hoodie or some shit. She's just kind of back there and kind of like just chilling, and then her head swings around. She sees Angel and she just kind of like perks up. You see like a little like a little exclamation point appear on her face.
On her LED face, yeah.
Yes, and then Angel looks at her and goes, "Huh?" And she just rushes over. And,
waving face waving hand is now on her face.
Yeah, and Angel's like, hi, and just zoom.
It is good to see you again.
Yeah, and like just hugs Valkyrie and is just kind of like, I missed you.
She returns the hug.
So yes, Valkyrie and Angel are a thing. They are dating.
Aw. And
it's yes. And Angel loves her huge robot wife a lot.
That took me so long to build. They were like 4 foot nothing when I rated them previously.
Yeah, and Angel has been actually the reason that she's kind of on Geppetto's speed dial is she's been kind of working off this for Valkyrie. Because they're a thing, and that's just how that's her idea of a relationship is you help your wife out, because it's paid off because she's seen Valkyrie's mood and stuff get a lot better. She's a lot more stable than when she was brought in. And like Angel's like, yeah, no, like just keep me on speed dial, like consider that the dad.
Yeah, it's interesting because watching Valkyrie has been probably the same as what's going to the trajectory that you're probably seeing for Incisor, your dog, your new dog, is because they were built as combat bots. Like their first primary mode, all they've known is like aggression and swift resolution of swift problem solving, and now they've like softened, whereas I think maybe Angel, you might feel that you've done the reverse, where you started maybe soft and now you've become
a little bit something with Valkyrie is like even then, like combat robot, who really gives a shit. Something that wigged her AI out a lot was her vocal processor. So that was like one of the big first things. Angel actually tried to do that, and it was like a lot of electrical tape involved, but she's like, shit, wait, I know, hold on.
Well, actually, as it turns out, we have a line of performing androids at the Sea of Dreams. Their kind of synthesized vocal processors are surprisingly advanced, and I do have the schematics for them. There's a conversation that previously kind of occurred. There was a bit of a mini, not particularly criminal run where Geppetto shows up at work very, very late in the evening and just kind of like borrows with no intent to return a vocal processing module for Valkyrie.
Yeah, and I think that might have been really when Angel started to go, oh shit, oh she's cute, uh-oh. I think Valkyrie's vocal processor, it's got like a very, very slight accent, like very slight Kiwi.
Oh.
And then just Angel's like, oh my god, you're fucking adorable, stop. You're But yeah,
I was going to say French, but Kiwi is also very
a
good.
little French, little Kiwi, maybe a little bit of both. Why not?
I don't know how to do that
But, like,
accent, but
It's fine. It's fine. Like, if you're curious, like, I'm literally just being extremely gay on main for my actual girlfriend. So
it's funny because like I work around some New Zealanders, so like I just realized
Slight
I've
Kiwi,
never
slight
tried
French
to
is her actual
imitate them.
accent.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, and you know what? I think her personality too is really what
Yeah, she's
as
kind of
it's
like a big
developed.
softie, actually, when you really get down to it. She's extremely cuddly. Lucky for Angel. Angel's also very extremely cuddly. So they're just kind of like in the corner or something, like spooning, and Angel's just like,
yeah.
Oh, it's
That is
disgusting
incredibly
how
adorable.
close you two are. It's adorable,
Deal with it.
but yeah.
dang right. Just kind of like just sticks out her tongue at Geppetto like,
Shame there isn't a love hotel here that will suit somebody who's 8 foot, huh?
Well, that's their problem, not ours. I've got a long enough couch in the shipping container. Wink.
Fair enough. Right, I need to go get changed so we can go get paid. Excuse me a moment. And Geppetto pisses off into the back room for like 10 minutes.
Right.
Comes out in, I think we are going for a very loose, flowy cotton kind of deal. White, large sun hat, longest false eyelashes that you could get on somebody's face without it being a problem.
I love this.
Yeah, just it seems like it's going to be. They checked the weather report, and it seems that there's going to be a strong but pleasant breeze this evening, which is perfect for flowy outerwear.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is a fashion show, god damn it. We agreed to this.
Oh no, you're
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
valid. No,
For sure.
And Angel definitely is going to take note of this whole thing, and is like, okay, if it's gonna be warm, she's just kind of discussing it with, just like looking up at Valkyrie, like, what do you think? I mean, actually, I'm gonna assume they like go to get Angel changed together, and if every so often you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
from Valkyrie, she's like really excited, and Angel's like, oh hey, stop it.
This compliments
It's
your
fine.
eyes.
It does, right? But eventually Angel comes out in kind of
Actually, wait. She
rip-
goes,
yeah.
this compliments the glow of your eyes.
oh my god.
Aw.
Yeah.
You.
I love this.
They are awful together, and I fucking love them.
Sinon is just like so tolerant.
Just kind of like,
smiling like, good for you.
Are you going to get
Good
changed,
for
or are
you,
you
kid.
sticking in the JVP outfit?
Oh yeah, I mean that's
God.
pretty good for a business meeting.
Yeah, I agree.
Just,
yeah, absolutely.
Loosen up the tie a little bit, and that's better. Nice.
Yes, maybe change the tie, even if it's just. Or actually, I do have some alternate frames that you can wear. You'd be surprised at how well glasses can hide a face. Just in case somebody's going looking for Mr. Pilgrim in the near future, you might want to have a subtly different outfit.
Actually, he has changed glasses. When he was GVC Pilgrim, he was wearing aviators.
Ah, yes.
Perfect for a young, arrogant little bastard exec. God. Angel's changed into something a little less high, like like the corporate style of Memgold, even in the security, is kind of like the synthwave,
Yeah,
type of thing.
It's formal wear clashed with streetwear, a lot of jewel
Which-
tones and gold.
Yeah, which thankfully Angel was like getting down with, but it's like, it's gonna be warm. Fuck this. Like we're thinking like ripped jeans, skinny of course. Her usual like fashionable kicks, because of course that's her, and the like obnoxiously bright pink and gold, of course. She's let her hair down. I believe it was up when she was in there because she wants to look like a respectable security member, but now she's like kind of shook it out, and it's a big like purple mop on her head right now. And Valkyrie's just kind of going like, dear please, dear, And she's like, I'm trying to stay still.
Valkyrie can't come with you. You realize that might cause a little too much
I know. And she's like just to themselves, they're like going like date night at some point, you know, and then just like a tank top because it's fucking warm out. And Angel wants to show off the gun show, and no, she's not talking about Hotline.
No.
And then Sinon actually was, you know what, Geppetto, you might be right. Pulls out one of many pairs of different sunglasses, and we'll go with these ones.
There you go, bud.
A very Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I like it. Oh, you actually switch? Nice. I look away from the screen for 3 seconds. Jesus.
Well, I've got 5 pairs sitting here right in front of me now.
Oh wow, that's actually beautiful. I love this. I love this.
Okay.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah, no, we're ready. Absolutely.
Excellent. So, pep talk.
Oh yes.
You know,
Is Whistleblower going to be listening in on this somehow, or like, how's the?
Geppetto is not called Whistleblower.
Yeah, Whistleblower, as far as anyone knows, has just not contacted them. He's not in any kind of call, watching anything. He's just been completely AWOL.
Okay. I think because he's not making a point to
Be a part of this
team. So I don't think Sinon would like just bother him to be like, hey, come in on this team huddle. It's if he wanted to be there, then he could have, but he didn't. So it's I think as we're driving to go meet with Mr. Zarvas.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, you know what, guys, that was a little rocky, but everything worked out. We got the job done. We got some extras done. We made some new friends, and none of us is dead. So I think we can call that one a win.
I agree. I'm positively delighted with how this all turned out, really.
It held together right until the end, and then as Memgold does, somebody freaked out. And yeah. Oh well.
Well, I suppose. You'd be
pulled the alarm. Somebody pulled the alarm.
Yeah, that was actually kind of a little bit of part of the plan. Sorry I didn't kind of give you the 411 on what
It happened.
Express would actually do. I didn't want like nerves on the night,
I gotcha. It's fine.
I figure that you were all able to kind of handle wayward circumstances.
Oh, yeah.
No,
And
like,
I
fine.
just know how much Sinon loves cosplay, so.
I was like, you pulled it at just the right time, not gonna lie. I was like fidgeting. Really, I was like vibrating. I'm just like, when's the shit gonna hit the fan? When's the shit gonna hit the fan? I'm gonna come apart.
I'm sorry. Next
no, it
time
happens.
that
Listen.
I end up having to take on a request, I'll make sure it might be a little bit more bloody for you. I couldn't possibly kill someone, you understand. I'm just not that kind of violent person.
Sometimes that's just how it is. I mean, we'll take care of it.
Yes. Well, that's why we're friends.
Geppetto, I also wanted to ask you one thing. About your, our whole deception. Are you going to run into problems because of, we left a fair amount of trail.
We left a trail.
I was a fake name. But...
We left a trail for Kainuit. I find that the best lies have a degree of truth to them, and I must admit, there is something about a corporation heaping praise on you for the skill that you personally do, and then they go run an entire side project and not tell you. Doesn't that just make you want to go, as the kids say, ape shit?
Aren't you ever just tired of being nice, Dad? Like, don't you ever just want to go ape shit?
Meanwhile, a whistleblower
generally not,
who is
no.
listening to this conversation would just be like squirming in his seat.
Sorry, could you repeat that? I didn't quite hear you.
Yeah, your mic is actually pretty low. I don't know if it's just me.
I don't know. But yeah, I was just gonna say, a whistleblower in an alternate dimension would be like squirming in his chair at the sound of that.
But he's not listening. Thus, we get to listen in dramatic irony.
Pretty much.
What can I say? It turns out that when you're talking between friends, you can be a bit more open about who you are. Funny that.
Yeah, no. It's just, yeah, no, it's literally just Angel and Geppetto going like, oh, we're just awful. Oh, we're the worst. You know,
Oh my god.
oh god,
we're
we are
naughty.
horrible.
I can't stand me.
Oh god. Buddy, I hate myself.
Etc. Joe Summer
We're
laughs
just,
for death.
yeah, no, they're just both being just like comically awful. While also at the same time just being like, we're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Mem Golding ain't got shit on this.
And Sinon is just being legitimately enthusiastic about how you guys.
Oh my
yeah.
god, what a dad.
Geppetto's absolutely shaking you like super warmly by the hand and direct, genuine eye contact, being like, "Thank you so much
Yeah.
for being a good friend of mine. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it."
And of course, Angel's legitimate. That just kind of, this is how she expresses it, is just like, you know, I know, she's like, hey, I had fun. I got paid, I had fun.
Well, we still need to get
We
paid.
do.
Yes.
And,
Yes,
do.
you do.
and scene.
This is true. This is true.
Let's get paid. Let's
All right. So, you
maybe get drunk.
you arrive. Oh, I accidentally stopped both my musics. You arrive at I'll play some salsa. Let me see. Is this good?
Yes, that music I thought was so good.
Yes.
Okay. But I kind of want to underline this with a little bit of ambient. Hold on.
Ooh,
Mm.
the combination.
Just very subtle.
Back at the same club as before, I'm guessing.
Or actually, okay, here's what I want. I want a little salsa, but more of that. There we go.
Okay. Ooh.
Now this feels ominous.
Spooky salsa.
Yeah, no, this is, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm just gonna keep this low. So you arrive at a Cuban restaurant called Versailles. This is actually a mainstay from the old time of Miami, the one that went under the waters, and it was actually one of the first establishments that was like, we have to put this back in the new upper land. So Versailles is open 24 hours of the day, and it is always packed, despite the fact that when you walk in, the place is tacky as fuck. It takes the Hall of Mirrors thing and like it takes that
God.
motif, so all of the walls are mirrors. But then they have the audacity, and of course they have the audacity of having like, you know, plastic fake chandelier things, and then the audacity
God.
to put like banquet hall style chairs, the ones that are like metal floors with like the plastic seats that are like seashell
my
green,
God.
right? They have the audacity to put that with white linen on the tables.
Angel's enjoying all the mirrors because she's like, damn, girl. Hello. But also she just like kind of sees this and goes like, oh my god.
Every table is packed, and all of the food looks really delicious.
Hey, at least there's that.
At least there's that, yeah.
Food's good. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. It's nothing like super upscale food. A lot of it is still like they have like
Can I
plantain
get
chips,
proper-
like these long plantain chips, but the plantain chips aren't actually real. So they're
Oh.
they're made of algae, but they're made to mimic the
Yeah.
the
They
plantain
look-
experience.
Looks like a plantain. Doesn't smell like a plantain. Not sure if it's plantain or not.
But you know, you dip it in like a garlicky kind of sauce, and you know, it's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
It's salty enough.
Yeah, it's,
It does the job.
it's quite good.
And you're just like, yes, salt.
And Sinon wants to eat ropa vieja.
Yes.
I don't know if I said it quite right.
Ropa vieja. Yeah, that's right. No, it's good. That's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah. So
is that?
so it translates literally to old's clothes, but like it's like a shredded beef that comes in like a reddish kind of sauce. It's not
Tomato based.
It's tomato based sauce, but it's not like thick like spaghetti sauce. It's like a very like watery
thin red sauce. Yeah, thin red sauce. Gotcha.
Sauce, yeah, with like so that's what they'll. But
oh my god.
I guess given that meat is so hard to come by, I'm wondering like it would just probably be. I don't want to say it's made out of soy, but it would probably be made out of like shredded. I'm
gonna say it's like maybe some sort of seafood.
Yeah, probably
Instead,
like fish.
Like some sort of like
it's fish
shredded
paste.
albacore and
This is
stuff,
right.
yeah.
Here's what you do. It's fish paste that's been like compacted to have the toughness of beef to imitate that flavor and flavor packets.
Yes. All right. I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, what is?
And yeah, you see a whole mound of it
Spicy.
next to like a bowl of white rice that you can like mix that with. So anyway, you get to you walk through this super crowded restaurant, avoiding and ducking around waiters with like big trays of food and drinks and like sangria pitchers. And I'm gonna say like right now it's probably like 8 at night, so it's waking hours for lots of people. It's busy. But yeah, you were able to get it. You know exactly where to go, and you spot Rod sitting in of course a back corner alongside a window that faces the street level street, right? So lots of these like neon lights, and people like that are actually standing in a line to the bakery section of the restaurant, because they also have like they have a side where you can get like pastelitos and croquetas and stuff like that. So like there's always a line to get to that thing, and this line like stretches in front of the window, but it's like one-sided it's like a one-way window, so you can't see in, they can't see in, but you can see out. And Rod is to reintroduce him, he is that stocky, tanned, Hispanic kind of bear, right, in his 40s. Big brown eyes, broad nose, the buzzed haircut, thick groomed beard, and
chest
he
hair
is
for days, as I recall.
Yeah, chest hair for days, hairy pecs, right? And this bulky golden cyber arm with a chunky gold watch that is like
Oh my god.
and a chunky gold watch, sorry, on the meat arm that's like tattooed, and the tattoos are the ones that have like the conduits that like shoot these like little veins of gold up into they disappear into the sleeve of a guayabera, which is like this traditional kind of Cuban white linen shirt that is meant to be worn on all occasions, including formal, but like it's like a short sleeve shirt, but we can get away with using that at formal events because of the heat.
Okay. Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah, and so, but he's like, he's wearing it in a more relaxed way. The thing's like, pretty unbuttoned. And he stands up, and he's like in, he's probably in like linen, like gray linen pants, and these like big chunky boots. And he goes, "Hey,"
He feels like an alligator shoes kind of guy.
elegant shoes kind of guy. You know what? Yeah, you're right. He would probably be wearing like loafers. I could say loafers is what I would
Well, I said alligator rather than elegant, but both are true.
Oh, well, consider the shoes, Oz. This is important.
You got another full look.
I think, yeah. Alligator boots or loafers?
Yeah.
Probably alligator loafers.
Yeah, there we go.
I think that's a good compromise. Yeah. And he has like the little hat. It's like a straw kind of fedora. I forgot what those are called, but anyway, he stands up, arms wide, and says, "Hey, excellent. Come sit, dale. Let's have a meal.
Geppetto has no choice but to stand. Although, having entered the restaurant and very narrowly got like tomato sauce on the flowy white outfit at least 3 times, they are now heavily regretting. It's like, I didn't realize I have to kind of ballet dance through this venue. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
Oh, you did great.
But with the restaurant, it's like, Rod, darling, it's so good to see you. I have delightful news.
He gives you a you know, that you do like the cheek kiss.
Oh, what a day we've had. What a day. And
No, you're looking good. You're looking good. I'm glad to see you all came out of it okay.
So many bandages on.
Angel's just kind of smiling, like, yeah.
Yeah, he extends a hand to reintroduce himself, shake his hand again. And yeah, and again, he's just got this like very warm, inviting, you know, beaming smile, and like, and you know, he's like the life of the room, really, in this back area. Like, all these people are just like, you know, miserably eating their food, and like,
you get like the random person's like, hey, you know.
Yeah. And there's maybe like, people laughing in another table, but generally like around this area, like he's like, his personality is just so much bigger than the room. So he says, have a seat.
Absolutely.
And you can all go through the AR menu, and I highly suggest the special of camarón enchilado. It's a shrimp. It's shrimp in a tomato sauce. Shrimp in a tomato sauce, white rice.
Oh yes, Angel is totally going for that. Wait, does it come with a little kick to it? Like, does it? No. Is there a spice option? Okay.
We don't do. Cubans don't do spicy.
Okay, that's valid. That's valid. Because that's what kind of Angel's in the mood for. But like, that's valid if they don't. But she's like, kind of like,
they have on the table a bottle of spices, like. Of spicy,
yes.
In that.
The Sprawl version, the Cyberpunk version of Tabasco.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, Angel's. She's definitely thinking like thinking something like that. She's like, yeah, I haven't had shrimp in a while. It's great.
Yeah.
Probably gets like
Go for the rice. Everything has so much sauce on it here.
Come on, the sauce is like the best part.
I agree normally, but not today. Not today.
A waiter drops by.
Black, bud.
Waiter drops by with a big jar of sangria and pours glass for each of you.
Oh my god.
There's no real fruit in it. It's like
of course not.
Yeah. It's like fruit. It's fruit preserves, basically. Like
they cubes have,
But
it's flavor cubes.
Smells fruity, and that's what Angel's like. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
it is literally fucking It is literally fucking like synth wine with like flavor fruit cubes in it. And that's your.
Disgusting, and I'd still drink
it. Listen, if it tastes like it, should. Angel's like, whatever, man.
Yeah. And yes,
but I'm guessing this is like sickeningly sweet. I've never really had much of a sangria before.
You know what? I think yes, it is definitely. It's sweeter on what you would want a sangria to taste like. But yeah, this one's pretty sweet. It's very sugary.
And it's kind of down with this, just like ooh, that's actually kind of good. Damn.
So
I ate.
So he toasts.
Of course.
To a job excellently done.
Oh.
So you've already heard the reports.
Oh boy.
Well, of course. And you actually, at this point, you also notice the his bodyguard, who is sitting in a nearby table on her own.
Oh.
Yeah, watching watching. She's in her usual uniform, the gunmetal knee-length dress and the black bomber jacket.
I remember.
Yeah, and the
I
purple
forgot
lipstick.
about her, and now I'm like,
And yeah, and she's facing the table, watching it, and you just like if you notice her, like you just like, oh yeah, we're under surveillance. That's right. This
and then it's like Angel just kind of goes like kind of a shaky wave because she's gay.
yeah.
She's
Bodyguard
like,
nods.
Oh, man.
And Polly, apparently.
No. This is just like this is a thing of I don't stop having eyes.
True. Fair. Y'all stay
And of
loyal.
course-
That's fair. Respect it.
No, she's 100% loyal to Valkyrie. She's probably actually going texting Valkyrie going like, what do you think about this kind of outfit? And Valkyrie's like, oh hell yes, dear, absolutely, 100%.
So eventually your meals arrive. So you all get the camarón enchilados, and it smells good, and yeah, you mix it with your rice, and
Angel puts a couple drops of Cyberpunk Tabasco over the whole thing, mostly in the rice, but just kind of leaves the shrimp alone with it.
the Tabasco is Cyberpunk because it the cap opens via wireless.
Something like that. I'm just calling it Cyberpunk Tabasco so I don't get
You
fucking.
have to make an account to get the Tabasco sauce out.
Yes.
They will let you have Tabasco unless you
Register with their
RFID. Yeah,
have to
there's
register with
like an
their
RFID
website,
at the
yeah.
edge of the plate, and you can't get the Tabasco out or some shit unless it's over the plate or some bullshit.
no, you have to register. You have to register an account with the Tabasco
my
sauce
God.
maker, so that they can send you
Sign up for the Tabasco
emails,
newsletter.
newsletters. Yeah.
It's still Nestle.
All right. So
Whatever.
He goes, all right, so is there anything that I should know before I pay all of you of how everything went?
Well, in terms of making sure that there are no necessary trackbacks, we did do a decent job of covering our tracks and make sure that there was somebody reasonably blamed. And checks, Geppetto makes a show of checking notes, who is this person? Doesn't matter, don't care. Winston Obata, who was an R&D lead on the project, who is now reported to become a traitor and has been summarily dealt with. So just in case they were thinking of interviewing him to find the real truth, that's not going to be happening.
Yep.
Rod, very nonchalantly, just kind of does a while he's shoveling another bite into his mouth, and nods, and he's just good.
You
That's
know I
good.
do good work, Rod. It's why I'm working with you still.
Well, that's why I hired you.
I mean, we met on such kind of, mercenary terms, but to be honest, I think we've just spawned a beautiful friendship here, wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. Well, I think it is time
to get paid.
Time to get paid. So
Something like that.
let's look at that move, shall we?
Oh god, it's a move. Oh
It's
god.
no modifier, it's just the legwork clock. No using additional skills here, son.
That's right.
Broadcasted.
Thank you. Yes. So, when you go to get to a meet to get paid by your employer, roll and add the number of unfilled segments on the legwork clock.
Oh hey,
So,
that's a +4.
yeah, that's right.
a +4.
Let's go
That's
ahead and
pretty
look at that. Yeah, our unfilled legwork clock was 4. So yeah. So whoever
Yeah.
wants to be responsible for this roll.
Well, what is the roll?
I
It is-
will.
Yeah, no.
Yes,
Yeah,
no,
just
do
do
I believe in your luck.
Yeah, do a 0 skill that you
something I
have
have 0.
and add 4. And hold on,
Oh my
before you
God.
before you roll, I just want to get some music ready just in case. Because
God.
I don't know if you see, this could go very poorly for all of you.
Oh god. Good thing we have a reroll? Question mark?
Yes. Okay.
Come
you may
on.
roll.
Come on, Sprawl Dad.
All right, here we
I
go.
can't watch. I
It's
can't
+4,
watch.
the odds are very in our favor.
I know, but I still can't watch.
Well, it's funny because even if you roll a 10 plus, you can only choose 3 from the list of 5.
Oh,
So that's an 8.
okay. Yeah,
That's a 10. That's a 10. Yeah, 6 plus 4 is 10.
Oh,
yeah.
you're right. Yes,
Sure
you're
is.
right. It is a 10. All right, so
I saw the 2 and had a heart attack.
I know.
Sprawl Dad got us paid!
All right, so you get to choose 3 from that list. There's 5 items. You can choose it's not a setup or ambush, you are paid in full, the meeting doesn't attract attention from outside parties, the employer is identifiable, or you learn something and everyone marks an additional experience.
Okay, I would
Alright.
like to say it's
I'll
not.
take
I would
some
like.
notes.
I would like to say maybe not a setup because,
I'm happy for it's not a setup because I want to maintain a positive relationship with Rod.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Rod would set us up. I just want to guarantee that fact.
Yeah. My thoughts are, let's take. I don't. The employer's identifiable. I don't. Rod works for somebody. I don't know who. I don't care.
Yeah, who gives a shit who he works for?
And
I think I
we
know,
don't,
but that's fine.
And we can sacrifice the experience in order to not have anything bad happen this time.
Yeah, I'd like to get paid.
So, yeah,
All right, let's get paid in full.
Paid,
Yeah.
paid in full, not a setup, and it does not attract attention.
Okay.
Noted.
Yeah, we're just having a nice dinner with Geppetto's pal Rod here, you know, getting paid, doing her shit.
Excellent. So, all right. Then he goes ahead, reaches in his side of his, reaches behind him like he's grabbing his wallet to pay for the meal. And while he pays for the meal, also slides over cred sticks for all of you. And you all make 6 cred.
Hey!
It's
Awesome! Angel's just
And
thinking.
now I have 6 cred.
Now, Oz,
Yes.
clearly, Whistleblower's not here. So how does this go down?
Well, Senon, do you want to call Whistleblower?
Oh yeah, definitely. At
And you
that
do a
point,
cred transfer.
Do we
dial
really
it
have to
in.
call him? Do we really have to listen to him bitch at me again?
I mean,
Well,
I'll
unfortunately,
take care of it.
he did put the work in, and for somebody who
yeah.
did take the time to put in the work, and we wouldn't have been able to do this plan without him. I assume him. I don't believe they've given pronouns, but it's no matter. I think they deserve to be paid, even if you don't particularly want to work with them again after the fact. That's between you and them.
Nah.
I, however, do not feel like calling them on my comlink, unfortunately.
Oh, me either. Me either.
Sinon does because that's his thing. So he just after receiving the cred sticks, there's a 4th one. So we slot that one and initiate transfer and phone call at the same time.
Yeah. So yeah, so
Alright.
6
Ring
cred drops into Whistleblower's account.
Yeah, my dummy offshore account, I get to do all my criminaling with.
Criminaling.
Criminaling, yes, very much so. And when the call comes up, you see the distorted hoodie figure just showing up in like the radiant blue over the phone, so it can kind of engage with Rod on some level. But Whistleblower, he's not really talking much. He just simply says, let's see. "It was a pleasure doing business with you."
But we got paid,
That's about it.
Yep.
and then we got paid. Awesome, thanks, and then hangs up.
Yeah. Maybe Whistleblower catches a sight of Angel just giggling and texting Valkyrie, just like, wait.
Tensions seem a little high with them at the moment. I can't possibly see why.
something I don't have, and just like stops texting for a minute. Something I'm an awful person for killing people. Something I don't have a soul. Something like
Yeah,
that.
you know, something like that.
That's all I caught. I just kind of tend to tune them out whenever they start, you know.
Is this being said in
yakking
front
at
of
me.
Rod?
I mean, I definitely say out loud, something seems to be eating them, but
she just kind of like lightly drops like kind of something. I'm awful or something like that. You know, I'm just like, you know, a soulless piece of junk or something.
Right.
I mean, I don't think they've called me, you know, something awful like amalgamation yet. So, you know, there's at least that. I don't know.
Yeah. Rod Rod shrugs and says, "Well, as long as that doesn't come back to bite you in the ass, or bite me in the ass."
True.
No, I shouldn't think so. Although,
just-
Ruddy darling, if you are particularly interested in following up on that particular person, I might have some useful information for you. Although that one isn't free.
Oh.
By particular person, you mean whistleblower, or do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. To which he goes, noted. He finishes off
Like I
his
said, good
sangria
friend.
and stands up. Says, "Pleasure doing business."
Absolutely.
We'll
Until
be in
next
touch.
time, darling.
Yeah, we'll be in touch. And he gives you a wink, but it's a little menacing. Probably just to further reestablish the fact that he does still own you.
Yeah. I think at that, Geppetto sarcastically kisses him on the back of the hand and makes eye contact.
Oh my god.
You're too
Geppetto
much.
makes his return.
Yeah,
Their
Rod
return,
goes.
I should say.
Rod goes, "You're too much," and,
No, darling.
and he makes his way out of the restaurant.
The
And the
second,
bodyguard follows.
The second Geppetto sits back down, Angel's like, he's kind of right, but like that's part of the charm.
I know. We're totally going to fuck at some point, by the way.
You're fine. Trust me. No, I get it. I
I
totally
think it's
get
a
it.
sure shot, didn't you? Won't you sign on? Don't you think it's a sure shot?
It's your business.
Please don't drag my
I'm
dad
going to
into
take
this
that as a yes.
conversation.
I appreciate your encouragement.
Angel's like kind of like secondhand embarrassed that you literally just asked her dad if you're gonna get some or not, and she's just like, oh my fucking god, why do I hang out with you?
We're all grown adults here.
I know, but that
I feel like I need another jar of sangria.
yes.
So
I
you
don't,
all
think it's, I don't think
honestly.
it's air quote sangria, it's deep voice sangria.
Sangria. Oh my god.
Yeah, so at which point, let's go ahead and you all celebrate a job well done. So I want to offer the next phase of the Sprawl before we get back into things is, do you want to lie low? To lie low, you would pay 5 cred or half your cred, whichever is greater, and you lower all corporate clocks by 1. Does that interest this team?
Let's see, what do we got on
Is that a
corporate?
thing that we have to pay the 5 cred collectively? Or is that per person?
I think it's
Ooh, that's a good question.
per.
Per
I think it's per person, but let me.
Because if it's
What?
collectively, sure. If it's per person, fuck no.
Yeah, no. I mean, the only thing I can see, I mean, because Memgold,
Each
their
character.
corporate clock is like,
Yeah,
whatever.
each character pays
Okay.
half their cred or 5, whichever is greater.
I mean, do you think Angel's gonna keep quiet? Hell no. She's gonna keep living that be gay, do crimes life. Like, and it's just like smaller crimes. I don't know. Go back to go back to robbing some Dynamed pharmacies or some shit.
Ziggy's not nice with us right now.
Oh no, they don't like us at all. But you know,
Yeah, I don't believe that Sinan would want to lay low. We sort of want to keep our momentum.
We did a
only
good job.
Take a few days off to sort of heal.
yeah. Basically, it's going to be like Angel is going to kind of bounce back between Sinon's and her own place on the oil rig, where it's just like, all right, let's catch up with everything, because like there's a small list of things to do. Like her phone keeps going off now that she's kind of like taking it off like a secure mode, and you're just getting fucking bombed with texts from the neighborhood going like, yo girl, you okay? You fine? And she's like responding to all of them, yes, I'm still alive for what it's worth.
You ain't
you
dead.
go-
Hell yeah.
You ain't dead, bitch.
Yeah, so good.
We got a ton of, and it's like somebody, maybe it's Eagle or somebody texts her like, yo, we got this like big nasty thing of bathtub wine going, you want to come over? And she's like, oh shit.
So I was trying to contribute my 5 because apparently we each got to pay for 5.
Yeah.
I have that pay data that I stole from Ziggurat.
Yes, you do.
Ziggurat, Memgold on the way out.
Yes, you do.
So, how do I go about silly.
You would do a hit the street move, and I believe you get some special bonuses for pay data.
I did because I made a note. It says hit the street advantage, 1 fewer result when on sale is what I wrote.
Okay, got it. Okay. By the way, before you do, I just want to note I'm doing some clock cleanup here, so legwork and action clock gets reset. The 72 hours to report on Angel's whereabouts, I'm going to strip that clock off as well because I think the situation has changed.
Yeah, I feel like Mimi's just going, great.
And we'll get into that a little more, but I'm going to remove that clock.
And I'm like 99% sure she's got her home down, which isn't a problem for me. I'm a sniper. But,
yeah, get ready for the murder, Leighton.
Yeah, but
but I also don't want to play into Oz's dirty little fucking hands. Now, do I?
Oh, but of course you do.
This is Oz we're talking about. He will.
I know exactly. That's just why I'm being extra careful. I'm just like making offhand remarks that I could potentially maybe snipe Mimi Price and be the best headshot ever. And I'm going to send the bullet cam to Whistleblower and just be like, yo, check this out. Trick shots, baby!
Oh my god.
Thanks for that lead, yo. You were so nice, yo. Thanks for that lead, yo.
No, she's probably like doing it to also like have to like confirm it and have to be petty. She's just kind of like, check this nasty trick shot out, bitch.
Just to check real quick, is it team knowledge, Angel, that you know who is out to kill you right now?
I think I've at least told Sinon, but if in any like downtime conversation, she's probably brought it up to Geppetto, just like, so yeah, I figured out who's like trying to get me now, because remember, it's not technically killing, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's this, and then she's like she shows Geppetto her phone, like, check this. Look at them crow's feet.
Yeah.
Yo, look at this bit. No.
I mean, yes, her makeup is awful, but who gave you that information?
Whistleblower did for some reason. I'm a little wary, but also.
Now, Angel, the data that you got, it's not just her face, obviously, but it's a lot of her personal information. So
yeah, it's
her name, her place of employment, the place she lives, whether she's married or whatever.
Basically, Whistleblower doxed Mimi and sent me the docs.
Yeah. Whistleblower. Sorry. I'm Whistleblower now. It's me.
Here's my glasses.
This removes face. It's a question mark underneath because we don't know what Whistleblower looks like. Anyway, sorry. Geppetto makes a note of the place of work, but doesn't say anything.
But yeah, like, I think she's like showing it to both Sinon and Geppetto, going like, I don't know. Part of me wants to act on this because I'd really like to solve my little problem. But
well, if that's where your heart takes you, I won't stop you, my dear. But do be aware of who gave that to you. As earnest as Whistleblower seems to be, I wouldn't necessarily say they're above fabricating information.
This is true. And like we all know, like.
Also, I'm cognizant that Whistleblower is also trying to separately get paid. Sorry, I distracted.
Yeah, no, it's an.
I'm debating on a reroll. Debating on using that reroll selfishly.
Of course you would.
You're free to.
Man.
You are kind of on the outs here. You're free to take it.
I think that's
stop you, Whistleblower.
I think it's very valid.
I think I am.
There we go.
7.
I just got up in
7.
You know what? A 7 counts as a partial success, aside from a 6, which would have been a fail. So. On a 7, you choose 2 from the list below.
Okay, and it said I had to choose one less because of my advantage I got.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 pluses, you get what you want, and then you choose 2 from the list below, but because of your thing, you only choose 1. So you get 1 cred. 1 bonus cred for the pay data.
No, I don't want to open Angels. You don't get the
do not tamper with my sheet, or I will. I'm going to try an action shot and get you and me. It's going to be great.
In real life, God.
Oh yeah, baby.
What reason have I made to like make you think I'm gonna get you killed?
You have been personally antagonizing me for one. I'm kidding. We've been just like bickering the whole time.
It's delightful, really.
Oh no, it's funny as hell. I love it.
One second.
Put together.
Sorry. Okay. Again, your microphone is just really low. I'm having a hard time hearing you, so I don't know if there's a way to.
I'm gonna turn the gain up.
Much better.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay. So which one are you choosing?
So I'm going to choose. The request is going to take some time to put together.
Oh, I see. So you want to get paid later?
I can get paid later, yeah, because the rest of these don't sound great. Even though my own brother, that would be nice to do help for him, but you know.
Right. So yes. Oh, so you're selling to your brother, right? So.
Yeah, he's the fixer who's getting the information out.
Right. So he's trying to find a buyer for that information. That information, because all that pay data was stuff from the Memgold factory, right? So that's pretty hot. Given that it's, people witnessed fireballs coming from some island off in the distance. So yeah, could be.
And I don't know if the information's good anymore, stuff like that.
More like, yeah, right, exactly. Like what information on there is still important. So either way, he's gonna try and find you a buyer. So that's all it is. So you don't get a cred now, you'll get a cred later.
Okay.
So I owe you.
You owe me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna highlight it and everything so that I don't forget. All right, now. Next is our links phase. At the end of a mission, each player is going to choose another character who, as a result of the mission, has a better idea about how your character operates. Explain what happened and what they now know about your character, and then that character is going to increase their links with you by 1. So, who wants to go? Who has an idea like right now? Otherwise, I'm just going to go in order.
I have something that would not earn a link, but...
It has to earn a link. It has to be something about how your character operates.
Okay, because the best I was going to go with was like, yeah, I just learned PbtA is actually kind of a murdering asshole. He just lets someone get killed.
Again, remember, this is about... This is about how you operate. So who on this team has learned more about how you operate?
That's a very good question.
Because that person is going to increase their links with you by 1.
I have one too for when it goes around.
Okay, so let's work backwards. Let's start with Sinon.
Yeah, so most of that infiltration and Sinon's interaction with what was her name? Miss Nian? Was in the presence of Angel, who was just antsy the whole time that we weren't like fighting anything.
Oh yeah.
But she did get to observe social infiltration through the whole thing. So I think +1 with Angel.
Uh-huh.
All right,
Yeah.
so Angel, you increase your links with Sinon by 1.
All right, hold on, let me get to my sheet. But yeah, no, Angel was like really trying. She did so good, but she came apart right there.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, it was so funny because she's just like,
how do you work like this?
how the hell? This is so boring. Nobody's gotten shot yet.
It's also probably just like really tense. Like, how do you just stand
all
here?
about the tension.
No, absolutely. Yep. That's the other kind of thing that Angel was thinking, was like, Jesus Christ, like, this is not good, because the second it comes apart, everybody's getting shot, including me. And she's also unaware as to what those security robots were able to do. But I think she felt like she might have been able to have it under control because of the response when she went to, chomped at him. Stupid girl, what the hell do you think that was going to accomplish? Intimidation, that's it.
All right, so next, Geppetto, you said you had one?
Yes, so it would be relatively easy to say, someone kind of now knows how Geppetto kind of operates on a heist that they orchestrate, because I think the previous ones have been things that. But I'm going to do the spicy option. So, Whistleblower.
Okay.
Who previously their kind of relationship was, Whistleblower, probably assuming that Geppetto was at minimum faintly stupid, because that's it's the impression that Geppetto kind of gives on purpose. But I think
at the very least, stupid's maybe not the word, maybe flitty. Or like there's a level of no, this is intentional, airheaded. There is an intentional air that Geppetto gives. When handling people they don't trust.
This is definitely something. It's like that Geppetto's actually not stupid, right?
Or there's an air of foolishness that Geppetto gives.
Yeah.
But over the course of this particular mission, I think there's been Whistleblower has kind of directly learned just exactly what Geppetto is willing to do to get what they want.
Oh
yes.
All right, so Whistleblower, you got +1 links with Geppetto.
Cool.
Whistleblower, do you have one now?
Okay, I think I do. Because Geppetto was the one that I was directly interacting with the entire mission, like the most. I think Geppetto got a really good idea that I am very much a pacifist who would rather sneak and manipulate information rather than result in anyone's kind of harm. And I would go to any lengths to prevent more harm to somebody. And I just don't approve of killing. I'd rather talk a way around a situation and manipulate a situation.
Shoot.
Works.
That's definitely true.
All right, Geppetto, you got +1 links with Whistleblower. And finally, Angel.
Oh god, this is a good one. I had an idea that she could get a link, or the other person gets a link, right? Is that how it works? Okay, shit. Because that's a really hard one, because Angel just tends to broadcast exactly how she's feeling. She was visibly fidgeting in that boardroom. I feel like Sinon already knew she was going to bust out of there at some point.
Well, I think you can also show off your more human side after.
This is true. There's also that I don't know, because the two people who saw it, Sinon's kind of her father figure, so of course he knows that she's dating a cute robot, and Geppetto is the one who basically indirectly introduced them, so of course.
You can definitely show Geppetto and/or Sinon that you have morals.
Yeah, I'm a human still. Yes, most of my body is metal, but I'm actually kind of a soft little piece of shit, and that's my one redeeming quality.
And that's probably the one thing that might talk Whistleblower out of what he's doing next.
So who are you giving? Who do you think knows that about you now? Who has a better idea of how your character operates?
Geppetto would know that just a her personal history with Sinon. He would already know that,
right?
Okay,
because Sinon is the reason she got the cyber legs and all the medical stuff. That was through Sinon. So
we know each other. We might not have worked with each other in this kind of capacity before.
Yeah, so Geppetto kind of gets the idea of, because they already kind of knew that Angel was just there are times where a switch just flips and she is a completely different person. But now I feel like Geppetto knows a little bit more about why that switch flips.
Makes sense to me. Sounds good.
All right. And Geppetto +1 links with Angel. And with that, I think we're going to take our break, basically. Our break. And we'll return with what's coming up next for all of you in the Sprawl. Stay tuned. And we have new ads during our break screen. So if you're not taking a bio break or anything like that, or a food break, go ahead and just stick around, listen, chat, and see you in a bit.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Shadowcasters Network here, where we are playing the Sprawl, the tabletop RPG, a cyberpunk powered by the apocalypse game. This is backwards on cam. But...
Oh no, yeah, well, it's going to be backwards on camera for me
well,
too,
there you
but
go.
it's fine, we have it.
Hey, you got a physical copy. I got my physical copy at Gen Con. I'm very happy to have it.
I got mine at UK Games Expo.
Yeah.
Nerd events.
I should get myself a physical copy.
I was terrible.
need
I
one.
should have
I want one.
pointed it out to both of you while you were there. It's like it's in row 1600. You could have gone there.
We hung out plenty,
Ozzy.
Ozzy. You could have shown me.
I know. I'm a
Yeah,
terrible.
Ozzy.
I'm awful.
It's all good.
I'm awful. But
I mean,
anyway.
and then yeah, no, of course you ditched me and Myson plenty of times.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Like an anarchy game.
All those
fired.
Yeah, where's
exclusive
that
parties
anarchy
Oz
game,
went to and
Oz?
left
Okay.
you behind.
Okay, that anarchy game
sorry.
though, I was very
I'm so
disappointed.
I'm
because
very sorry.
yeah, so previous
Roasting
conventions.
you.
No, this needs to be addressed. Previous
Okay.
conventions.
Okay. Okay.
Because I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you, and I'm not mad at me.
Okay.
I'm mad at
Okay.
I'm mad at that room. Okay, because previous conventions, they had when they had Shadowrun Anarchy, they had like character sheets, they had things already there available, right? But for some reason this year, they were like, "Oh, we just didn't bring anything because they couldn't find any game masters to do Anarchy." Yeah, because 6th edition came out and everybody's like, "Ooh, let's do 6th edition," but let's completely forget the thing that we released a few years ago. That
I mean, and it says there right in the corner, we're still supporting Shadowrun Anarchy.
exactly.
Are you really?
Are you really? Exactly. So
Are you actually doing this, or are you just saying this to
Right.
placiate us?
So
we
usually,
don't, like, come right at your
exactly.
doors?
So usually when I do these like pop-up games, Catalyst has been very like open to just be like, "Oh yeah, here's a bunch of materials. Go ahead and run the game. It's fun. It's totally fine." And so I stupidly, so this is where I blame myself, assumed that I could do it again, and it turns out that I couldn't. So I ended up having to cancel the Shadowrun Anarchy game for our peeps, which made me very sad. But I owe people
you do
a game,
You
so
do.
I'll make sure to run one at some
I'm
point soon.
holding you to that, Oz.
Yes, yeah.
I don't forget.
It's like a free game with Shadowcasters Network perk from the Streamathon.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Except I am technically Shadowcasters now, which is wild still.
Yeah. Well, welcome. We're happy to have you.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Wow.
Speaking of
we should-
which, we do need to mention one thing. We now have a new Twitch server, or sorry, Discord server, not Twitch server. We have a Discord server for our Twitch stuff. So
Yeah.
if you are interested, we now have a link down in our Twitch channel. You can click the Discord tab, and then that little panel, it'll take you directly to that Discord server, as opposed to the first one, which was more Shadowrun focused, because we decided that the Twitch audience is kind of like its own unique bubble. I mean, it has some Venn diagram overlap with the Shadowrun community, but enough where it's like two separate circles.
What?
Yeah.
So that's why we're like, you know what? Let's focus, and that way we can have a Sprawl channel. So we have a channel dedicated to just talking about the Sprawl.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly posting pictures of me accidentally closet cosplaying Angel. So
Exactly. And so yeah, so that's our shtick. And we also have, other channels there for like if you want to do streaming yourself, streamer advice. We have a channel for that, GM and player advice. Like just, and like not Shadowrun specific GM and player advice, but just for tabletop RPGs. So
yeah, general advice, because there's a lot of cool, awesome systems out there, and yeah.
Yeah, and thank you for putting the link in the chat there, Palmer. So yeah, definitely check that out. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'll have to make sure that I put a updated link in the video description.
In the description, sure.
Yeah. 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 Okay, so plugs done.
Back to the Sprawl.
Back to the
That was
Sprawl.
your ad break.
Yeah, ad break. So let's start with now you all kind of have some downtime before we get started. And I think there's a couple of little loose ends that need to be figured out. Primarily, one is everybody gets 2 XP for finishing the mission and getting paid.
Sinon gets to level up. Shoot.
You got 10 XP?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, so not only do you get to
I want to level up.
so Sinon, yeah, let's talk about that. Do you want to do you have a thing that you want to spend those 10 XP on already?
I have probably, if I look at the options, but I haven't looked at the options recently.
Okay, cool. So I'll give you some time to think about that after we talk about how you're going to fix your skill wires.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I am going to try and find a. Oh, actually, hold on. Does this count? Are we in a new mission now? Does this count as a new mission now that the other mission's over?
Yes. Yes, I do believe that now we're starting a new arc. So yes, you can use your declare a contact if you want to have a street doc.
I would like to declare a contact. Yeah, he is a street doc by the name of Dr. Shadrick.
Dr. Shadrick.
Whose advertisement is featured in our break screen.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yay, tie-ins.
Good old Dr. Shadrick.
And,
to get you on your new feet.
And
those fresh new feet you've got there.
well, you know, he helped out Angel with the new.
Yeah, he does good work.
So
yeah,
I am thinking that I shall go under the knife and get my skill wires repaired.
Okay, before you do, I want to look at that move where you create a contact, because there's some extra stuff that goes with that. You have to describe the contact. So you describe Dr. Shadrick and why the contact owes you a favor or why you owe them a favor.
Okay. Let's see.
Was there maybe?
Well, my last contact was long haul, and I owe him a favor. So I think that Dr. Shadrick owes me a favor. I think that he had some trouble with safety net because of various licensing concerns and things like that. And I used my social skills and a skill chip of legal knowledge to get him out of that situation.
Okay, so when it comes to the trouble with safety net, are we talking like he did, like specifically as a street doc? What would he have done?
Well, he's a semi-legitimate doctor.
That's right, because he has advertisements.
So, he's got his cyber clinic, and then he's also got a back door for people who can't get in the front door. So I think that they were probably trying to shake him down, and either get some, either shut him down for hey, we shut down an illegal cyber clinic, or hey, you better pay us, or else we will shut down your illegal cyber clinic.
Gotcha.
And using a series of legal precedents and
maybe a little bit of help from you. Yeah, a little bit of help from your girl. It's like, hey, I can have somebody killed if you shut down this clinic. You know that, right?
So it was sort of just like, and I think maybe
it's like you maybe posed as a lawyer or something and somehow got involved.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just basically, because this is beat cops trying to basically make something out of their beat. I think a little bit of the appearance of a lawyer tends to stop a lot of things. Like that, just like, okay, well, let me get my lawyer, and then the lawyer shows up, and then it's like, sure, there's an actual lawyer.
Yeah.
Shoot, somebody that actually knows laws that call us out on our bullshit. Oh no.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's and Dr. Shadrick, he is. I'm gonna let Geppetto. Can you help me out with his fashion? But he is like in his 60s, and he's got like the fringe bald around the back. And but he, and the delicate hands of a surgeon. So he's very, very small man, very delicate hands. The only thing that I have in my mind is that he really likes to, when he's not going to perform surgery, he like when he's having office hours, he likes having colored nails.
Okay, sure. I think their outfit is kind of like neo-Japanese minimalism. It's lots of block colors. So either if they wear a suit, it'll be all in one color, or it'll be like it'd be like an all black suit, except for maybe the kind of shoulders, upper shoulders will be in block white. No visible fastenings. It has a cut like a suit or whatever outfit they like to wear. You can't see how it buttons up, and he has no interest in telling you how. It's quite expensive.
I love it.
All right. So, so you go to, let's just take you right there to Dr. Shadrick's cyber clinic. I forgot how the ad goes, but like I almost wish I could like play it again. But so that, of course, like his ad is plastered on a like TV monitor that's embedded in the wall, and it's just like playing for people on a loop that pass by on the, and I guess this like, it's like in an alley, so like there's probably like there's a monitor that faces the street, and then but you have to take an alley down to get into the clinic, and that's if you want to go in through the front door. And if you want to go in through the back door, you have to take a series of like sewer tunnels and stuff to then finally like get into the clinic. So I
like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
So you get to you lift up like one of those sewer lids, hop in, snake your way through under the clinic, and find like a set of stairs, and you like leading up to a metal door, do a specific knock, and then the little slider window like whoosh, whoosh, and lets you in. And the assistant that is guarding that door, this like big hulking hairless bald man in a large white trench coat that's just like smattered in blood, it has not been cleaned, and if it has been cleaned, it's just like the stains are still there. He didn't use enough bleach. Steps aside and says, "Room 3."
Dang.
I tip my invisible hat as I head by and go into room 3.
You pass by like the various sounds of whirring buzzsaws and metal sparks and the smell of rusting metal and blood, and yeah, it's yum. And all right, so Dr. Shadrick will eventually see you. So after waiting around for a couple of hours, it finally steps in and says, sorry for the wait. How are you?
I'm well, doctor. Thank you very much.
All right, so
except for touches the jack for the skill wires. I got tased, and it shorted out on me.
I see. And has you run some tests to see like how your skill wires will work, and like sees that the reaction is just totally not even there. So so yeah, let's go ahead, and he'll go ahead and say, so do you want to call in that favor, or do you want to pay?
I think we'll just do cred this time.
Cred. All right. So to repair, I should have looked this up. Every time I look this up, I'm just kind of like,
it basically says we don't have specific rules for repairing cyberware, but you might decide to go under the knife.
Right. And I just want to know how much it would cost to go under the knife.
When you go under the knife, you can spend up to 2 cred to give you a +2 on the roll.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, so how much cred would you like to spend? to fix your cyberware.
I shall spend 2 cred.
Excellent. Okay, so go ahead and give me a roll +2, and then we'll pull up that
All right.
go into the knife move.
Let me just find something that I already have a +2. All right, well, I'll do an edge. That's not great.
Oh, yikes. Take
Oh.
the reroll.
What reroll?
Oh, right. Fuck.
We don't have a reroll.
The one that Whistleblower used?
Yeah, the one that
For his
Whistleblower
PbtA?
used to
Yeah,
get himself
totes.
one.
Totes.
One
so,
extra monies, you know.
So, as a reminder to our audience, rerolls help avoid things that are about to happen, like this. Rerolls. Any time that you help defeat our stream boss, we get a reroll that anyone on the team can use. So follows, bits, subscriptions, and donations. But unfortunately, we don't have a
If you wanna do
reroll.
that now.
Yeah.
So-
my poor Sprawl dad
That
is going
that
to
is
have
fine.
a very bad day.
There are complications.
Well,
Oh,
hold on
boy.
a second, because that's on a 7 through 9. 6 minus. Oh, I see. 6 minus. There have been complications. Yes,
Oh, no.
that is the.
Sprawl dad.
That sounds like it's up to you, man.
Whistleblower, you killed my fucking dad.
I didn't do nothing.
Now you're a dead bitch. Now you're a dead bitch.
Mind you, when you look at the 7 to 9 options, those are complications. So how much more complicated do I make this?
Oh, no.
Let's see.
Well, the cyberware that I have was already unreliable.
Right.
So you could,
Oh,
I mean, you could make it.
Oh.
You could make it. Damn.
cool.
Oh, God.
TC just dropped
But
a
that
big
would be. Oh, hey, cool. Thanks for that. Defeated the stream boss. Lots of bits. So now we have a reroll. Just a little too late.
I'm not gonna use
Oh,
that.
my God.
Well, it's too late anyway. We would have had to have had it. My rule of thumb is we need to have a reroll in the pool at the time of a roll to be able to reroll it. Otherwise, it's too late.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's enough bits to defeat the stream boss twice.
yes, I see. So I'm looking at the example here, and says when someone rolls a 4 in their example, 2 suited figures arrive after your vision swims, and then Mr. Riley, join us. We have a job for you. Taps your new arm. His mouth twists into a grin. You do job or arm go boom. Interesting. Okay, so
Oh, no.
Oh dear.
there have been complications. So let's do
Yeah.
Oh man, how I need to make this evil, like really fucking evil.
Oh, my God.
While you're figuring that out, because I hit 10 experience, I'm going to choose an advancement, and I'm going to get +1 to my style.
Ooh,
Oh.
nice. All right,
Does that make it a 2 now?
I have 2. Yes, I have 2 style.
nice.
You somehow feel like he's dressing just a little bit sharper.
Either that, or I get a really sweet scar from that.
Okay.
Yeah, builds
Oh,
character.
oh wait,
Oh, no.
I know what to
oh,
do.
God. Oh, no.
Oh dear.
I know what to do.
Oz, you're scaring me.
I love it.
So you are you're put under. The anesthetics, you black out, and as after the once he sees that you're knocked out, you're not conscious, Dr. Shadrick is going to pick up the phone, and we're going to cut to here, hold on. This is gonna be this is so mean.
It's great. I'm gonna call in his favor.
We're playing the way the game is meant to be played. It's all good.
All right.
Oh boy.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
So
Sprawl,
we're-
Now,
Don't die on me.
sorry, real quick before you say what happens, Oz. With everything that's happening, does my cyberware get fixed though?
Yes, it'll still stay.
Yes, but okay.
It'll still stay
It's-
with your negative tag on
Okay.
it.
That's great. Thank you.
So, we're gonna cut to a club here in Miami,
Oh God.
and we're at the bar, and we focus in on a hand with a female hand with like these gorgeous nails painted. Wraps her hand around a tumbler glass of some kind of dark alcohol, while and lifts up to her lips, and we are now focused on this Russian female, svelte, silver platinum hair arcing backward, resting on her front shoulders. This porcelain skin, black lipstick, charcoal eyeshadow, gray eyes. And she sips on her drink. And is approached by some drunky kind of douchebag guy. And says, "Can I get you the next one?" And she goes, "No, thank you. I'm good." Actually, I'm sorry, Russian accent. "No, thank you. I'm good." It's like, and he's like, "Ooh, what accent is that?" He's like, "What do you think it is?" And she like, and then just like looks off to the side and sips, trying to like get him to like back off, which he doesn't.
I feel this.
Which
I feel
he
this
doesn't.
hard. Kill him.
And yeah,
Kill
to
him,
which he
girl,
goes,
do it.
yeah, he goes, "Come on, let me buy you a drink. Seriously, it's on me." And she's like, "No, I'm good. Thank you."
Fuck him up, Buttercup.
As soon as he starts to protest against her, she does puts her hand on his shoulder, right? Like as he stops protesting, and her fingernail juts into his neck, like just separates from her hand and slices, and then pops back in. And the guy is just like in shock at the bar, and he's not even moving. And she goes, "No means no, idiot." And finishes her drink in one gulp, sets it down,
Yes.
strolls back into the club floor, and this guy is just at the bar, not moving, paralyzed,
with a hole in his
stuck in position. The bartender goes up and says, "Hey, are you okay? What do you want? Like, would you like anything to drink?" And then he's not moving. He's like, "Are you okay?" And then blood starts dripping from his nose, and then it just explodes down into the bar as she walks off. And
A queen, an absolute queen.
She does one of these, and she's followed by
Fuck.
two other figures, like a plus size Indian woman with like this long thick braid, and
It's them.
and a non-binary Korean in like cropped hair over one eye. And they stroll out of this club, meet this like very muscular black male with like vitiligo. It's like the spots, like, you know, like the deficiency, and he's standing outside smoking a cigarette, and she the Russian female says, "All right, I think I'm done with this place. This place sucks." And the Indian woman will say, I know that we should be looking into I feel strange going out at night when we should be hunting our quarry. And the non-binary Korean is, honestly, I'm having a hard time finding anything on them. There's very little to go off of. It's like they just they're very good at covering their tracks. And then they get a phone call. And the Indian woman answers. She goes, "This is Iris." "I see. Good. Thank you, Dr. Shadrick." Hangs up.
He fucking sold us out! That motherfucker sold us out!
Just me, and it's okay. We're gonna get him back.
I'm going to listen. I'm grateful to Shadrick for like giving me my. I know it's just business, and it's also just business if I put a fucking bullet in his head for selling us out. Just business, sweetheart.
So this clock for the atelier is gonna do one of these. So, because the fiction demands this kind of advance.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
Oh baby.
Oh no!
I'm stoked. This is great.
And none of
Me
us.
too. I love
Be
it.
stoked at a time like this.
It's so rad. Are you kidding? This is exactly what the game is for. I am so ready.
It's
Oh my god! I mean, sure.
Play to fail. It's the funnest way.
I guess you're valid, but this also does mean Angel gets to maybe have some funds.
So,
Oh, Sinan, why did you take the earpiece out? That could have saved your life.
I'm going to beat the Atelier at their own game. And looking fab doing it. Fuck it.
We don't know this is happening. We have no idea this is happening.
Oh, I know, but I'm just making a stupid comment because I'm
gonna do like, so I'm gonna do one of these like Suicide Squad style intros where it's like where like it just like freeze frames on one of them and then you get like name just bounces in and then like all of their stats, right?
I need these names.
So they all make their way. They all like walk down the street of Miami. And it just like stops on one of them, and so like you're the Indian plus size model, Iris Volts, electric monoweb, heavy cyberware, sniper rifle, boom, Sonia Stiletto, the Russian female, knives, bladed high heels, poisons, silenced submachine guns, the black guy with vitiligo, blade driver, very much like motorcycles, pistols, and just like strength, hyper strength, and then the Korean non-binary Kriz Frequenza, shurikens, tech, grenades.
That is a combination. Yes, a cyber deck and grenade.
That's
I love them.
actually like my 5e character. That's beautiful. I'm best friends with them now.
Fucking god. A literal data bomb.
Yeah. So. Sinon, you awaken from your surgery, and four figures. You see four dark figures.
My eyes are blue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
And then you just get punched in the jaw by Blade Driver.
Motherfucker, you hurt my dad. Oh, the second I find out you're on my shit list, young man.
And
I don't know what's happening, but that seems unnecessary.
That's awful rude of you.
And here, hold on. We need one of these. So
bye.
Blade, again, that Blade's face, this face that's like very, and it's like it's symmetrical vitiligo too, so it's just kind of like does one of these like around, like this white goes all the way down here, but then there's like a spot here, and it like goes up into his hair and just like streaks white, and says, "We think you might know something about an express."
Sinon trying to kind of struggles to sit up, still a little bit anesthetized, but sits up in the hospital.
Sunglasses.
Puts on the sunglasses. It's bright with the
Just
surgical
like,
lights.
excuse me, motherfucker.
Yeah, you're totally not tied down with your arms unavailable
Yeah.
to you.
Of course not. He'd sell you out, but he wouldn't tie you down. What a champ.
You're
Do you
you're
get,
tied
like,
down.
Adam Jensen shades that
I'm
just
totally
kind
tied
of
down.
come in.
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
side
yeah.
of your
Let's
head.
do that. Yeah, like they just like.
Yep.
phew.
And now I can see these figures slightly better.
Mhm.
And well, this is a compromising situation. I don't believe I know anything about any. What did you say? Express.
Sonia's stiletto. Everybody kind of looks at each other, and Sonia says, she puts her hand on your shoulder with her finger, like just positioned on your neck, and says, "Don't lie to us."
If I can't lie, then I will have to say nothing at all. And then I'm just gonna give her a. She's an attractive woman, so I'm just gonna give her my winningest look. The best
Fucker!
look.
You're gonna die. Oh, no.
Sam, don't try to be the silver fox!
It might happen.
Dad!
That'll-
Oh
My God!
I'm just gonna give her the most the best look I can give while I'm strapped down to a hospital bed.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
I think I'm definitely better at discussing things when I'm not tied down to a hospital bed, at least.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh
we're
my
actually
God.
we're actually better
Angel.
at discussing things when others are tied down to hospital beds. Tell you what, why don't you think about your answer for the next, I don't know, 4 hours? And this like fingernail jabs into your neck, and you just like your vision just hazes, and you go back unconscious, and then you're woken up again by like splash of cold water, and Iris Volt has just finished dumping a bucket of cold water, ice water, on your face.
God. My God.
I see we're playing hardball.
My God.
And I look at Sinon looks at who dumped the water?
Iris. Is the
and
Indian
then
woman with
just
the
sort of looks
thick
around
braid.
trying to see Yeah. Well, that wasn't very kind of you.
Yeah, I don't think you're exactly in a position
And-
to criticize.
Oh, just a friendly suggestion.
Put me in, coach. Put me in. Do it.
Ziggurat
And I'm just
Ziggurat is paying us quite a lot to recover its goods.
well, let's see. I think at this point he's going to just. He's very resistant to doing anything that would hurt anybody on the team at all. So, yeah, I think a smart aleck remark is needs.
Sorry to interject real quick.
Mm-hmm.
If this does go down the torture route, can we fade to black on that, please?
Of course,
But
yeah.
otherwise, that's
I
all.
don't plan on going.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't plan on doing torture.
Hell yeah.
This is
No,
this is
Sinon-
interrogation that is getting. I will make sure to not to do torture stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It's. Come on.
Sinon will continue, I think, to be resistant and smart aleck.
oh my God.
Oh boy.
I think he's going to be like, well, I've thought about it for, what did you say, 4 hours? Then I was doused with cold water, so now I don't feel like telling you.
Oh my God.
Oh god.
You were out here trying to fucking die. Oh my God.
Oh boy.
As you say that, Iris is going to look back at Chris Frequenza, who you notice is looking through your phone and has basically just like ripped all possible information and has been sorting through it.
Fair.
At which point, Chris says, I think I might have a lead.
Oh boy.
If he doesn't want to tell us, we don't really need him anymore, do we?
Oh no.
If you kill my father, all of you. Oof.
I think. Let's see. At that point, Sinan's going to try and make eye contact with. I forget what her name is.
Iris.
Nope. The Russian one.
Sonia.
What's her first name?
Sonia.
Sonia. So he's going to try to make eye contact with Sonia at that point and sort of be like, "You can't really eliminate this, can you?" And when at some point in this conversation, I'm going to roll fast talk to try and get them to let me live.
Sure. Yeah.
Just because I'm too handsome.
Oh my god, man. If you live...
do you want me to roll that?
Yes, please roll fast talk.
Okay, fast talk is a style, which I just increased up to 2.
Mm-hmm.
Smart idea.
All right.
That's a 6.
That's not what I want. I'm gonna
Please, that would be very nice.
Okay,
Come on.
spending the reroll.
Dice, please.
That's an 11.
That's bad.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You silver foxed it. Oh my fucking god. Sonia now has a small crush on you.
What? Why is this?
Oh my god.
So the NPCs do what you want. Okay. Here's what I'll say they do.
Which is
to let you
which
go.
is to let me live and have a small
Yes.
And have a what?
Yes. Sonia has a small crush.
and have a very small crush on me from my.
Yes. Sonia's now like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I gotta get a bit of that Sprawl dad action too.
Just a little bit. Just this time.
God. Fucking
We'll build that up. We'll see how long this. How long I don't get murdered.
This is awful.
Oh,
Blade,
boy.
Blade driver is, or Sonia actually, because since she has the crush, Sonia says, I think he does have a use, or I think he does have a use. We let him, we have him walk in and lead us directly to them.
Oh my god.
Are you going to play nice, Sinon?
I think at that point he's going to. He's going to pretend to agree with this. With this.
Chris is gonna just roll their eyes and say, oh, and I think perhaps you should know something. We made sure to have Dr. Shadrick install a little something that we can trigger should you choose to be non-compliant.
God.
Shows how far favors go.
Yeah, so Blade's like, yeah,
He's sort
you
of
might
like,
want to play nice. Play it right, and we'll make sure it gets taken out.
So he'll look at her and then back at Sonia and then be like, well, I'll play nice. Just lay it on.
Just lay it on thick. Gosh. Where did you get these did you get these tips from Angel? Because like
Because there's
No, they're not.
Sonia scratches one of her fingernails down your lip and says, "Be very careful how you speak to me."
Oh my god.
And then taps your chin and then steps away. Let's
You know
go.
what? That's fair.
Let's go.
So Sinon is not going to help them figure out where they need to go or anything like that because they found that out by hacking his phone. So he's going to just go along with whatever.
Yeah. So you get loaded into a like luxury sports like a luxury sedan. Your hands are still tied for now, right? So, but you get tossed in, and you're like flanked on both sides by Blade and Iris. I think Sonia is going to be driving, and Chris is in the passenger seat doing his usual Matrix-y things, and you hear a conversation. Basically, like they do a phone call and they say, we've acquired an individual and we're closing in on the targets. To which you hear I don't think you would hear the other side of the conversation, but the idea is that they're speaking to Tabitha Voss, who is basically asking to keep her posted on the situation. So, let's see. Where do we want to take them? We have to take them to the toy store, basically.
I don't know, but yeah. As we're driving, though, I'm gonna try and get out of my restraints like stealthily.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm tied behind my back.
Yeah, let's make that an act under pressure, please.
Okay. Can I use my would a gymnastics skill wire that now works, or would that need to be an escape artist skill wire?
Yeah, this is like.
Okay.
That's not. Yeah, gymnastics is not that kind of like thing.
Okay. I need to purchase an escape artist skill wire. That's what you're saying.
Well, who would have thought that you'd be in this position?
Well, I didn't. So, act under pressure is. Oh, cool. I'm not too bad at cool. Let's see here. Could use some.
Yeah, here you go. Yeah, when you're you're racing against the clock, acting while in danger, or acting to avoid danger. I think all three of those apply. So. Oh my god.
Fail. Oh no.
Yeah, no. So that does.
Fail so.
Yeah, no. Those bindings are tight. Like you are at their mercy.
They see it. Yeah.
Is there a way?
So where are we going?
Yeah. It says. I feel like Iris is going to sneer and turn to you and says, "You know exactly where we're going. Don't play stupid."
I mean, there's a lot. I know a lot of people. There's a lot of things in that phone. So.
To which Chris goes, and that would be fine if there wasn't, GPS tracing. Old remnants of data of where you've been.
Huh.
Oh shit, my microphone was off.
Yeah, technology's not really my.
I tried to show you how to clean your cache. Dad, what the fuck? Why didn't you listen to me?
And here's that moment where I probably should have said, "Yeah, I just watch their GPS as they go." No, I'm too emotional.
Just hack them all.
Now. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
So, a car.
It's that hacker man when we need it.
Yeah. So
Following in his own fucking mess.
Yeah. So let's cut away from this and go to what are Geppetto and Angel.
Mm-hmm.
Let's for narrative convenience put you together. Right?
Yes. Sure.
Yeah, at the toy store, because Angel, you'd be hanging out with
Yeah.
Valkyrie.
Makes sense.
I'm just kind of just like.
I mean, to note, it's been at least 4 hours plus however long surgery.
Yeah.
Okay, there's stuff that I want to do in this scene. That's fine.
Yeah.
And things I was going to do anyway that seem actually surprisingly appropriate, so that's fun.
Great.
Okay.
By the way, are you guys cool with going until, like, say 4:30 since we started half an hour late?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm good.
Sure.
No problem.
Excellent.
I have nothing planned except for night.
Excellent.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, cool. So good to know.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be our cutoff time. So we have about another 20, let's say 20 minutes.
Sure. That's
Yeah.
cool. Right, we can get some fun done in that time.
Rock and
Let's
roll.
go.
You've got.
So Geppetto,
Mm-hmm.
you're all hanging out, just to set the scene, right? You're all hanging out in this store with the gunpla, like blissfully unaware of what is coming your way.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Angel gets a bad feeling in her gut. No.
No.
She's hanging. She's with her giant robot wife. She doesn't care. You're just like.
So, may I make a request in this intervening 4 hours? This is a thing I was going to do anyway,
Yes.
but it seems like we should probably expedite this. I would like to spend a cred to get a new comlink.
Sure.
Cool.
New clean comlink. Sounds good.
Yeah. While at the gunpla, and while I guess the Aegis wants to stay. Bulwark is staying as they were. And Geppetto kind of gives them this comlink. It's like, I know that you tend to work in. I know that you tend to work in security, and unfortunately, digital security isn't really my forte. And I have a horrible feeling that one of our previous colleagues, who did help liberate you, by the way, but you know how people can think, they might want to get back in touch with me again, and that would be okay. If they want to talk about Colette, that would be entirely fine, but just in case they want to kind of speak to me again and kind of threaten, I kind of want to make sure that this phone is a little more secure. Do you happen to have any ICE subroutines?
You're asking these androids.
Bulwark, yeah.
If
yeah,
they have
the
ICE
security.
subroutines.
Mm-hmm. Can they defend themselves on the Matrix, I guess?
We have, yes, they have firewall.
Sure.
That firewall. So it takes extra time to get through it. Basically, it requires some extra hold or hacking to do it.
I don't necessarily have the hardware to go and install additional security on you, but if you wouldn't mind just, having this on your person, any calls can get rerouted through you, so you can hold, maybe even hold them in place for a while. I fear that if I hold on to this phone, it might be dangerous for all of us.
So to understand what you're doing, you're giving your old phone from this previous mission to them to guard?
Yes. Basically, in an ideal world, if they had ICE, they try and, hack into... If somebody tries to hack into this comlink again, they run into ICE rather than into me. But a firewall is just as good.
Yeah. Bulwark will shut off your phone and just... and will open a panel inside of them and put it inside, and is going to hold onto your old comlink. Okay.
I don't have you. I'm sorry, Angel. I don't have you added on Tridstagram on.
Oh, it's fine.
On this one, but
It's chill. Just get around to it.
maybe later.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's gonna be so out of the loop now.
But that's the only kind of like preamble I wanted to do in those intervening 4 hours.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fuck. Cutting to Whistleblower, I do want to set some additional things up here.
Okay.
You are contacted again by Mimi Price.
Oh, that bitch.
To which she goes, what does she normally call you? Like, what's your usual name to her?
Mr. Armano. Like,
Mr. Armano?
That's my actual name, Gabriel Armano. So
Okay.
Mr. Armano.
Right. Mr. Armano. I've taken your warning and I've thought about it. And I've decided that if she wants me so bad and I want to capture her, I'm willing to be bait. Now, as a man who is tasked with the capture of this individual, I would like you to set up the trap, as was your original job, to ensure her capture, but keeping me protected.
I'm assuming this is like an email that we're just shooting back and forth.
No, this is like let's make it an office. Like, she calls you into her office. Her dark little dingy office.
All right. So
not dingy, it's just dark. It's a very
dark
clean office. Yeah.
All right. So, being in her office, I say, excuse me, Miss Price. I thought my original assignment was to locate them for you,
and to ensure that we can capture. So the plan would still be the same. We want to have full control of the situation rather than this individual coming to us when we least expect it. So the idea would be to ensure the swift capture of the individual. So if we set up the situation, then we have a better chance of success. Especially given the fact that somehow this individual was able to acquire information about me. Heavily implies either a weakness in our security systems or a leak.
Ma'am, I'm in charge of a lot of our matrix architecture, and I can guarantee you that this is not a leak. We've already shown our hand by announcing that we're after her, so I know she's been very resourceful.
Yet she or anyone helping her was able to get through our matrix architecture to locate information specifically about me. The one who happens to have a bounty on her.
Well, ma'am, if you were to backtrace the accounts and the bounties, they would be able to follow it back to you. I can't say for sure exactly how they could have gotten it, but it could be a number of ways.
Oh no, I understand. I'm not saying that there was a leak, I'm saying the possibility of a leak. But either way, it's something to remain vigilant of. And she just stares. She has like this cold, icy stare underneath her like bangs, like these like perfectly cut, severe bangs, and like hair pulled back in like this high ponytail, and she just like peers at you, almost through you. Can you give me a fast talk, please?
Oh, I sure can. Fast talk.
That's a 6. With no rerolls.
With no rerolls.
Uh-huh. So on a 6... Yeah, so she's not convinced, basically. To which But now we know this. She's not convinced, but this is what she does. She peers through you, just very, very briefly, for the faintest moment, squints. Goes, and sits back in her chair. Hey, we got bits from Cool. Means we got another reroll. It's always like just after, just like twist the knife.
Just after we really need it.
I don't like where it's
Expert
going.
timing, Cool. I just realized I was muted. No, I appreciate it. This is the delicious.
Oh no, it's totally fine.
It's beautiful.
Ooh, and he did it again. So now we're at 2 rerolls.
We did it again.
Okay,
Cool.
thank Christ. Woo.
You are the best.
Future proofing. We appreciate your hustle.
You're valid. No, absolutely. And I'm going to. Oof. I feel like there is a knife at my neck. Not gonna lie.
At your neck.
Oh yes, because somebody flubbed his shit with Mimi. So. And I'm also about to try and die. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of Angel being an idiot, a reckless idiot. I feel like coming up.
Well, the big question is, what exactly does she see through or assume?
Her face
all she does is
betrays
kind of blow and
nothing.
smoke.
The only thing that she betrayed was that little squint. After she looked through you.
Watch out, you'll get more fine lines that way.
At that point, I'm like, Madam, what is it you're suggesting I do? Do you want me to operate your... Where even is this point of ambush we're talking about?
Up to you. What would you suggest?
Man, that's way outside my expertise.
She slams her hand on the desk and says, I want you to take ownership of what I am giving you. I'm setting a task for you and you must complete it. Do you understand? I think you have a misunderstanding of where exactly you sit on this structure.
Oh. So at that point, I'm just kind of trying very hard to just my knuckles are white. I'm trying to keep my hands just like feeling like a front facing look, and I'm just curling up one of my hands. I'm just hiding it and trying to keep some level of composure as I'm just thinking. Then I just start rambling off ideas. Okay, well, if you want better protection, but you absolutely want to, you could use the building itself here as a target, but I don't know. Otherwise, if you want to get her out in the open, someplace exposed, there could be a household of some sort.
Mimi just
possibly.
holds up a hand and says, why don't you take some time to think about it? For the most part, we're currently secure now, so we have some time to ensure that this gets set up properly.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
And then at that point, I go ahead.
You're basically like dismissed from that line of...
I go ahead and back out of the room. That just complicates things.
And Mimi is going off camera, is going to pick up a phone. And all that we hear from her is say, I would like you to please put extra vigilance on Mr. Armano. Thank you. Hangs up.
So at that point, I go back to my terminal. I'm just trying to think, oh, great, what the hell do I do now? Actually, what I do first, I don't go back to my closet yet. I go to one of our very public offices that we have, basically entire floors of terminals that are used for like any sort of administrative situation. Like they're kind of open source, all connected together. So I just go up to a very generic terminal and I log into it and I start checking my credentials. And I want to see if I'm being tapped at this point.
Sure. Give me a, let's see, let's do, I would say that's compromised security. You're already in the system, so you don't have to do a login. Well, no, because you get hold on login, right? And then you get
with
on console cowboy and all that. Yeah. So let's just do a login since you're already there. But I'll give you a +2 forward on that since this is your company.
Okay.
You guys to your right.
8, 9, 10. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. So that gives you 3 hold, no? Yeah. And you can do a console cowboy.
Which we'll go ahead and do now. And that is roll mind. Okay.
No, okay, so no extra hold. All right, so yeah, you can spend your hold for some of these effects, but I think the idea would be to see if we can just go ahead and spend a hold to see if you're being watched.
Yeah, being flagged and being watched.
Yeah, you see that a warning has been, or rather you are definitely put on a special watch list. So more people in the company's Matrix security team are keeping an eye on your activity.
Okay.
You can spend another hold so that they don't know that you know.
Well, of course, why not? I don't want them to know any of that.
Cool.
So, that other hold, I'll figure out what to do with it later. But once I know this, I definitely know I need to be more careful with my own private terminal that's set aside, doesn't use my own logins or anything. So what I will do is, okay, just so I can be able to at least act like I'm keeping busy, I'm going to basically forward it to my terminal so that way I can kind of remotely access it. And basically I can like pretend I'm working and doing something while having my own terminal off to the side doing private things. That way I can at least keep like I'm being busy.
Sure.
I want to make it public that I am working, but, you know, make sure I'm feeding them information I want them to know.
Okay. Got it. So, it's at this time that your I want to make sure I do this right.
It's a lot of plates to spin.
I know. It's quite fascinating and quite interesting to do.
Wheels within wheels.
So many wheels.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do like kind of like a montage cutting, right? So a car, like so Geppetto and Angel hanging out with the Gunpla. Maybe Geppetto's working on new bits. Valkyrie and Angel cuddling.
Yeah.
A car pulling up outside, a luxury sedan.
God.
And Whistleblower, a message popping up on your screen says, "It's Colette. I need your help." And cut.
Oh my God.
You bastard!
And that's where we're ending today's show of the Sprawl.
Oh, you bastard!
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Woo!
Oh no.
Oh, you.
The car pulling up outside and suddenly just Valkyrie hugging a little bit tighter to Angel, and she's like,
So, with all of those different plates to spin for all of you, gives us 2 weeks to, think about it.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
Also, now that said, I will be doing extra thinking about this when in 1 week, next Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing a GM prep session where we're going to go ahead and figure out more of these specifics now that we've set this stage for the immense amount of shit that is going to go down.
Oh, shit is going to hit the fan so
Looking
hard.
forward to it. It's going to be very cool.
Excellent. So thank you everybody for joining us, and thank you to everybody who helped get everybody these rerolls. We're gonna keep the 2 rerolls for next session, and yeah, let's go ahead and I think we're good. We don't have any like post cleanup to do. Oh wait, no, yes we do. We can do our XP for the session.
Additions
Yes.
game.
So our directives. Angel, did you meet any of your directives?
I didn't get hurt, so there's one out, and I don't think I preached to anybody about the value of killing to die.
Correct.
So,
okay.
no.
Whistleblower, did you?
Okay, revealing, definitely not. Deceptive, maybe. Lies about my identity or my past put the mission at risk.
I don't think so in this case.
I mean,
I don't.
Only in as much as it would have been useful if we didn't all mistrust him during this situation.
Yeah, I don't think I got any directives.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Geppetto, did you
That's
get any
That's
directives?
Syracuse.
Oh, well, okay, it depends. I have financial whenever you place earning additional money above the mission mark experience. I was very ready to sell the information that I had on Whistleblower to Rod, but obviously that exchange of actual money did not take place, just the suggestion that I was able to. I don't know whether that triggers that condition or
Can
not.
you go ahead and broadcast that one? Because I want to see
absolutely.
the wording. Whenever you place...
I read it verbatim. Whenever you place earning additional money
Right.
above
I just
the
wanted
mission
to.
mark experience.
I wanted to like give it a thing.
Sure thing.
I think yes, because you've made the offer. Right? And not only did you make that offer, you made it in front of Sinon and Angel. Which is probably kind of a red flag for them. So I'd say, yeah, this is an XP for you.
Marvelous.
All right, and Sinon, did you
Yeah,
get any of
Sinon
your
didn't
directives?
say anything, but no. I mean, if I put the team ahead of the mission, I mean, I'm always doing that.
Yeah, but definitely.
I mean, I could have sold out Express to save my life. I
Yeah,
guess.
no, give yourself an XP for that, for sure. For
You should have
sure.
probably also told Angel where the fuck you were going. But you're valid.
Nobody was to know it was a thing. They knew each other.
Excellent.
Betrayals don't happen when you know it's coming.
Did anyone hit 10 XP yet?
I'm at 9 miserably.
I'm at 8!
Oh,
I mean,
you're so
Just
close.
short.
if shit hits the fan next time, I'm pretty sure I can get to another level, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get shot at. And also,
Oh, we can arrange
tell
that.
my dad. Oh, absolutely. I know we can arrange that. I was that, you bastard. But I also figure hypothetically I'm going to have to tell my Sprawl dad why I'm going to have to kill the hot girl that's crushing on him. But
Oh boy.
she stuck her fingernail in your neck, Dad. That's not a sign of love.
Hey, a man's gonna
Yes.
have kinks, yo.
Yes.
It's complicated.
That's what I was gonna say.
You did not
it could-
consent to that.
It may down the line, you don't know what Sinon's into. Why you gonna
Dad.
think shit?
All right.
The name of the game is consent.
So let's go ahead and
my God.
let's do our outros here. Yeah. So let's.
Absolutely.
All right. So I'll start. I'm Oz. I am your master of ceremonies for the Sprawl, and I'm also the game master of Join the Anarchy, the Shadowrun Anarchy improvised actual play, which is on Monday night at 9 p.m. here on the Shadowcasters Network. Please come by, check that out. I'm also the voice of Ziggy the Troll on Radio Free Detroit, and I'm going to be doing new stuff for that soon, so stay tuned. All right, that's me, Angel /
gosh.
Allison.
Yes. Hi, I'm Allison. I am a multimedia gremlin who just does a little bit of everything. So my day job is as a photographer. You can follow my Instagram at transgender_transhuman to get those cool shots of both my face and things that are not my face. I just got back into streaming at twitch.tv/digitalley. I'm excited to be back. The last stream we had was great as hell. So glad to be doing that again. And also, I just launched a new project. I now have a Shadowrun in-character podcast. It's called Awakened, a 6-world Shadowcast.
Nice.
I play the wolf shaman Noodles, as she tells you, along with her co-host Sergeant Butch, how magic works in the 6th world in layman's terms, because we're all very sick of mages being very hoity-toity about how magic is, and she just is like, finger wiggle, thingo boom.
That's a technical term for it, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's how it works.
Very, very
that's how it works. But yes, you can check us out on, let's see, Anchor, Spotify, and wherever your podcasts are sold.
Myson, also our player of Whistleblower.
Yes, hi, I'm Myson, otherwise known as Misfortune, and I am finally a proud owner of a podcast. We are the Chrome City Chronicles. We have finally launched. We are up and going. The gremlins are out. We did it. We are an Indianapolis Shadowrun actual play and audio drama podcast where I GM as the actual play and I play as private detective Keith Kincaid, and my AI cohort Calivan helps me solve the incredible crazy case in Seattle that my players left behind in my past game. Very exciting. But otherwise, we'll take place in Indianapolis, aka Chrome City. Other than that, I do the odd Twitch streaming, and I'm kind of a freelance GM for Shadowrun 5th edition, now going into 6th edition.
Nice.
That's me.
Nathan, our player who does Geppetto.
Hi, everybody. I'm your androgynous android game show host from the future, Nathan Blades. It's a pleasure to meet you again. I GM and produce the podcast The Talent Agency, available on Podbean and iTunes. We just finished an arc in Hardwired Island, a new indie RPG. Go check that out. I also now do streams every other Thursday called Cyberpunk Book Club, where we play through various Cyberpunk video games and talk about their, I guess, meta-textual contexts, like playing video games like books. It's neat. We're playing Subsurface Circular, a robot detective visual novel made by Mike Bithell, the guy who did like Thomas Was Alone and that. You can find that on my Twitch channel, the Neon Caster. I know the thing that I run. I'm good. That will also post that in the Twitch doobly-doo, so you can go there.
Yeah. And finally, Palmer, who plays Sinon.
Well, that was a fun day. Yes, I am Palmer. I am the writer and producer of Radio Free Detroit, starring Ziggy, who is done by us. And yeah, that's the main thing right now. Let's see, other places you can find me. Coming up at the end of September, I will be on the Optiverse in the Guardian Allies series. Along with Ellie.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting about all the things I'm on.
We do a lot of stuff now. It's awesome.
I'm very busy. I'm a very woman, but you know.
It's like we're a TV network or something.
I was like really excited about my podcast, so I just completely forgot that I'm going to be on Optiverse.
I totally hear you. At Gen Con, when we had to like introduce ourselves, I realized that I never once mentioned that I was the voice actor for Ziggy, and I was like, oh man, I feel so bad. I feel so bad.
The only time we did it is when I showed off my extremely accurate Ziggy.
She does a very good Ziggy. And then
I know.
And then after it happened, who was it? Was it Matt Lemon, the guy who runs our Shadowrun Missions online games, turned and he's like, wait, you're the voice of Ziggy? And it's like, no, I am. The fuck?
I'm not, no! I'm not taking credit for Ziggy! I would have, but also that's just not how I be.
Yeah.
Season 2 cast change. Ziggy's not Ellie.
All right. Well, with that, thank you, everybody. And we will. So, also, before I go, make sure that you check out a bunch of our other content. We have a whole stream schedule. We're streaming Saturday, Sunday, Mondays. That's our normal schedule. And we're also doing some sub-only streams, Bobby and I, where we are designing some new looks for the network. And they're coming along pretty nicely. But yeah, so we have lots of cool shows. We've got Mutants and Masterminds, which is the Optiverse series. We've got Shattered Isles, which is a custom D20 system. A Sea of Spears, which uses A Song of Ice and Fire to play a Dornish family in King's Landing. And I'm missing a show. Join the Anarchy, the one that I do. I already plugged that one. I think those are the only shows right now that are running.
Let me just check.
For now,
we all are busy bees.
We're busy bees. We've got content. We've got the contents.
I think the only one you really missed was Once Upon a Tabletop, but that's once upon a month.
Once upon a month, exactly. So that's where we role play our board games. But yeah, keep an eye out for that. We already did it for this month, so keep an eye out for next month schedule. And yeah, I think that's everything. Let's go. Let's have a great weekend, shall we? Good work, everybody, and thank you to our audience. And see you next time.
Catch you all later.
Bye.